Hello and welcome to another late night solo episode of the Poverty Franchise Podcast. Tonight it is PJ. Ethan will not be joining us today. He is busy doing life stuff, so it'll just be me ranting about whatever sports stories I found interesting in the past couple of weeks. And we'll see how it goes on this wonderful nighttime after work journey together. So, I'm going to start the NFL training camps opening back up. Probably move into Jaylen Brown's situation on the Celtics. Talk about some world football. I got the White Sox on. They're disappointing me in the background. It is what it is. Life of a Chicago sports fan. Constant disappointment. Pray for Lonzo Ball's knee, because that's what we're always praying for, right? So the start of the NFL training camps. There's a couple interesting storylines popping up, mainly, well, not even training camps, but it involves Deshaun Watson's 6-game suspension. The NFL is appealing it for the full season. Me and Ethan's thoughts on that is that he should probably be banned from football for life, in my opinion. Even though I think he paid the settlements, I think it kind of invalidates the work the NFL says. It just proves that was all lip service. I mean, everyone knew it was lip service, but I think it invalidates the work that the NFL tried to trick the public into thinking it did on the issues of sexual assault, domestic abuse, and that line of thing. Deshaun Watson only serving a 6-game suspension is really good for Browns fans. I mean, again, I don't know if I can sit here and be honest that if he was like I'm a mercenary. No, I wouldn't want him on the Bears. No. So I can get that out of the way. But when it comes down to, I'm going to be cracking a Coca-Cola, by the way, not a beer. I'm a child on the inside still. Jacoby Brissett gets 6 games. Possibly, maybe the NFL appeals and he gets out for the season. Jacoby Brissett gets 6 games to really prove himself once again. I think he's a solid back. Solid quarterback, that is. He's definitely not like taking you to Super Bowls or anything, but I like Jacoby Brissett a lot. I wish him the best. It's kind of a shitty situation that he's getting flung into, but I wish him the best. And for Browns fans, I mean, 6 games is good. That's good shit. And for Deshaun Watson, that's a fucking miracle. Run with that shit while you still can. The Browns will if Jacoby Brissett gets out of that 500, the Browns could very well win the AFC North. Or at least make a wild card spot. I don't know about winning the AFC North. That's kind of it's kind of a shit show this year. They're not going to win it. I think the Bengals are probably going to win it. But that's a hell conference. That's the second hell conference in the league right now. Because, I mean, Bengals, Steelers, Ravens, Browns, that is hell on earth. That is scorched earth campaign right there. It does rob us of Baker v. Deshaun week 1. I was kind of looking forward to that, even though that was probably the next deal, is that Baker's not doing well in training camp. I think that's more indicative on Matt Rule being a bad head coach and Baker not being used to a shit system. But that's just me. I don't like Matt Rule. I wish the Panthers would just fire him. It's a small miracle he's still coaching. And I want to get the Browns' schedule up real quick, just to make sure. Sorry, bless me. Holy shit. Alright, we're doing fine. So yeah, it's Panthers, Jets, Steelers, Falcons, Chargers, Patriots. 3 of those games are very winnable. I think 4 of those games are very winnable, actually. I think the Chargers, they don't have a chance in hell against. The Chargers are a little too good. Their offense is too high-powered. Their defense has added real good weapons. I don't think they stand a chance in fucking hell against the Chargers. I think they're also on the road against the Chargers. No, they're at home against the Chargers. That helps a lot, but week 1, road against the Panthers. Baker should be starting week 1. If he's not, something has gone terribly awry, and if Sam Darnold is starting, God help you, Panthers fans. Baker might come out like a different fucking person. But I think it's a winnable game. The Panthers have a sneakily good defense. They have good offensive weapons, but they have shit coaching. And they're gonna have a new quarterback and a new system. A lot of new pieces to figure out. I mean, you got the guys like J.C. Horn who are going to be probably making their, initial NFL trials. McCaffrey's going to have to be worked back into the offense. Now, if the Panthers click, they could win that game easily. They should beat the Jets. Zach Wilson ain't that good. Zach Wilson is looking like a bust every day. You got reports saying Joe Flacco's outplaying him. I think that's New York media fodder. I don't think it's that bad, but I don't think Zach Wilson is the savior. It's only year 2. It's rich of me to say he was, and maybe if the line gets better, the Jets get a semblance of a running game. Maybe they get a couple, and their defense is getting better actually. So, who would the Jets even have at running back? That's a fantastic question. Oh yeah, it's Breece Hall, right? Breece Hall and Michael Coleman. They got Michael Carter and then Tevin Coleman. I mean, it's not bad. It's not, and we'll see how Elijah Moore does out there as well with Garrett Wilson and Corey Davis. We'll see. I mean, Zach Wilson is... that's rough. That's a rough depth chart. That's a rough depth chart. The Steelers is a grudge match. It's Thursday Night Football, sadly. It's at home. The Steelers are kind of in the same boat, except the Steelers have the best defense in the league, and then their offense is just going to be shaky. Because it's either Mitch Trubisky or Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett is a kind of the best quarterback in a shit QB class. Nothing against Kenny Pickett. I think he'll actually end up being a solid QB, especially being the hometown hero out there in Pittsburgh. But I think Mitch will still be the starter by week 3. Falcons on the road win that game. They're tanking, bro. They're tanking for fucking. I don't even know what they're tanking for next year. I'm gonna be real. I don't really know what quarterback I would want to take. Or Bryce Young. Shit, I don't know. I think Bryce Young's a sophomore. No, not Stequavius Bennett. I hope. Let's see. When is Bryce Young going to go to the NFL draft? Are we tanking for Bryce Young nowadays? Yeah, no, we're not. Actually, yeah, we are. We are tanking for Bryce Young. Okay, all right. Go tank for Bryce Young. Beat the Seahawks in the tankathon, Falcons. We're tanking for Bryce Young. The Chargers, I think they're getting fucking waxed. And then the Patriots, they're at home. We're going to have a second year of Mac Jones. The Patriots have gotten a little bit better. We'll see. Then Deshaun comes back and gets the Ravens, which would be fucking, if Deshaun wasn't a bad human being, it's like, oh, we finally get we get to see the great college rival, the great college back and forth of Deshaun versus Lamar in the same division. At least they get to play each other twice. I mean, again, because those Clemson-Louisville games, again, before I went to Clemson, before I was in the cult of Clemson, that was one of the best college football games I have ever seen in my life. Because I was rooting for Louisville in that game, by the way, before I knew I was going to Clemson and all that. I like Lamar more than I like Deshaun. But enough about the Browns. Other training camp stories, the normal injuries, the normal bad breaks, the normal rumors. Like, I guess one that I don't really like is the Bears wanting to move on from Tevin Jenkins. Man, he was a second-year guy, really. Second-round pick, and there are already talks of trading him. That's not good. It's not good at all out here. I'm not gonna fucking front. I mean, if he's that uncoachable, we might as well cash out while we're ahead and get good picks for him and move on. And then we'll have to see, because it is a wild fucking story that a team. I mean, if he gets traded after 1 year and he played like 3 games and was like the most penalized player in the league, those 3 games and just did nothing but get ejected and get fucking holding calls. It might be one of the Bears. It's the Bears. It'll be the Bears' worst second-round picks. It's Adam Shaheen for sure. Adam Shaheen at least got on the field a little bit, so we had that going for it. But at the same time, you can't draft a tackle and then he gets outplayed by that same year's like 5th-round pick or 6th-round pick, and then this year's 5th-round pick in training camp. I don't know if it's the back injury. Mike Gundy from head coach Oklahoma State kind of hinted that he was kind of a wild card, or he could have been a 1st-round pick if he just put his head down. But Mike Gundy says out of pocket shit all the time, so you gotta kind of take his word. You gotta kind of have to take his word with a grain of salt because Mike Gundy is a fucking character and a half. I like Mike Gundy, by the way. I think he's a good character for college football. College football should have characters. But we got, and then I'll go over the Bears schedule, and then for Ethan, I'll go over the Falcons schedule to see what game can they actually win. Oh, and we haven't talked. Deebo Samuel, Deontay Washington both got paid. Good for them both. Deontay Washington's 2-year deal, bit of an overpay in my opinion. I just think he's kind of a hype job. Not a hype job. I don't watch enough Steelers football to have a great opinion on him, but talking to Steelers fans, he's kind of overrated. But at the same time, he's going to step into a much bigger role this year with Juju Smith-Schuster out. He is coming off a 1,000-yard year. And he'll build on it. I mean, him and Chase Claypool, Pat Freiermuth, it's going to come down to the Steelers' line, really, and Najee Harris. If the Steelers' line is decent, the Steelers' offense should be good enough to carry that team. That team should be able to go on a Super Bowl run with my philosophy. If their defense stays as good as it does, and their offense just doesn't turn the ball over, and it just scores about 24 points a game, they should get to a Super Bowl. They should come in second in their division and beat out the Browns and Ravens. Actually, there's a possibility that both wildcard teams will come from that division, so fuck, that's going to be something special. And Deebo Samuel, the ultimate flex player, I'm glad they got the deal worked out for the 49ers' sake because they didn't really have shit behind them. Now it's time to trade Jimmy Garoppolo and see if Trey Lance is really about it. I think the hesitancy to pull the deal on a Jimmy Garoppolo trade, though, is proof that that Trey Lance is not that great. Because if Trey Lance really was the next coming of Jesus Christ or worthy of that draft position, I think he was 5th overall, if I'm willing to wager. They would have pulled the trigger on a much lesser pick by now, just to move him off the books and get Trey Lance those first team reps. The fact that he was the 3rd pick. Wow, that's worse actually. The fact that he was the 3rd pick is not good for the 49ers, and it's the same philosophy of why I know Jordan Love was not shit. Because they re-signed Aaron Rodgers to a 4-year, $200 million deal when he's that old. I don't care how good he is. You don't pay people that old $50 million a year annual average value if you have a first-round level talent quarterback who should be starting and leading you to playoff wins, waiting in the wings. Also, Jordan Love ain't shit. I'ma just say it right now. Jordan Love ain't shit. But that's a humble Chicago Bears opinion. Aaron Rodgers still, in fact, owns the team. We hope Matt Stafford, just going through because I've been working a lot. Matt Stafford, this is on news I see, but kind of have to get my memory jogged back on it. Matthew Stafford, we hope. I hope he gets better for the season. I hope it's not a long-term injury as well. And then, I saw that last night. The Cowboys were signing Anthony Barr. I like that signing too. I like Anthony Barr. He's a great player. The biggest thing that's haunting me right now is the Bears need to pay fucking Roquan Smith. I don't care what they have to do. I don't care if he's the highest paid linebacker in the league. Please pay him because our defense is nothing without him. But the Bears' schedule, if Roquan Smith is not holding out by the regular season, we got the 49ers at home. I don't think we're winning. Actually, we might win that game. I think the 49ers defense is decent. I mean, Nick Bosa is gonna kill Justin Fields, and I'm living with that. But I think I think the Bears. I think the Bears can win that game. Will they win that game? I don't think so. I'm gonna be real. I don't really think so. At the moment, I mean, their receiving core minus Debo Samuel isn't that great. I mean, I like Brandon Ayuk. He's a good player. We got to deal with George Kittle. That's why I really want Roquan back. I mean, because Eddie Jackson is a good cover guy, but we don't have anyone that's really big enough. Their defensive line is interesting. I mean, you got dudes like Eric Armstead, Javon Kinlaw, and then Nick fucking Bosa coming off the edge. I mean, it's a good fucking defense. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think they're that dominant. And then they have the second best. They have one. I'd argue the third best. So the best. We'll get this out of the way. The best linebacker in the league, without a doubt, Darius Leonard, inside linebacker. Second's Roquan. Third's Fred Warner. I'd say fourth is Bobby Wagner. Bobby Wagner still deserves the respect. Oh, no, we're going to lose. Oh, my fucking God. I completely fucking forgot Robbie Gould plays for the 49ers still. That man cursed. We're cursed by it. We're going to lose that game. Never mind. Week 2 against the Packers in Lambeau. I didn't want to talk about it. We better beat Davis Mills week 3. Holy shit. We better beat the Giants. Okay, we're 2-2. I think we can get the Vikings there. We better beat the Commanders. Probably going to lose to the Patriots at Gillette. Sure as fuck hope we beat the Cowboys. Dolphins is interesting. If Tua's playing well, no. We're beating the Lions. We're sure as fuck beating the Falcons. We're beating the Jets. I think we can get the Packers at home. I think we're going to lose to the Eagles. Oh, wait. I'm giving the Bears way too many wins. Oh, hell no. This was like a 6-11 year. Oh, shit. That's fine. Fuck it. Bears are 10-7 now. That's not fucking happening, but I can believe it. Please play Roquan. Please pay him. On the NBA front, I think the biggest news that I took away from was pissing off Jaylen Brown really wasn't worth it to break. The Celtics were a finals team. I don't think there was any need to add Kevin Durant to it. I mean, like, if you want to, I'm sure he's better than everyone on the team, right? But I figure you're only a couple role players away from winning. Why piss off one of your two main stars? Why piss off your glue guy main star, right? It's like the Warriors pissing off Clay for no reason. I was about to say it's like the Bulls pissing off Pippen, but Pippen was always pissed off, so. And then, I mean, you still have the KD, Donovan Mitchell sagas are still kind of ongoing. NBA free agency really kind of flamed out once it looked like it was about to kind of explode. Like, it was pretty popping, and it was like it was going to explode with Donovan Mitchell's going to move, KD's going to move, Kyrie's going to move, Westbrook's going to move. It's kind of stalled out as Summer League has come and went. Dudes are running pro-ams now. Training camp's going to open up by the end of August for the NBA season, where you're going to see what are these fringe rookies going to do, right? How are they going to perform? How the fringe undrafted dudes and the rookies, how are they going to fit into their established rosters, stuff like that. And then that's really it. I mean, we're just sitting and waiting for the NBA. I mean, you're going to see how all these moves work out, how the draft picks pan out. Can't really make a prediction on that. Then the wonderful, wonderful, wonderful world of soccer, football. As you saw, we went to the Chelsea versus Charlotte FC preseason game in Charlotte. That was a great, great atmosphere. Oh my God, I forgot his name. Bryson Romero, the 16-year-old hero from, I think it was Bryson Romero. Oh no, what was his name? Oh no. Oh my God, no, I forgot it again. Brian Romero, yeah. He's on the U.S. Youth International. He came on, won a penalty that ended up tying the game. Since the preseason went immediately 2 penalties. Conor Gallagher sold, and Charlotte won. It was a great experience. Really glad Ethan got to see his first Chelsea game live. Like, see his favorite club live. I thought that was really neat. Don't question me wearing my my Man City jersey, by the way. I just wanted to wear blue, and I understand the sacrilege I'm committing. So, but speaking on City, losing out on Mark Crusella, I'm not a fan. Not a fan of that at all, actually. I really think we needed Mark Crusella on the roster, only because we're kind of thin at the moment, and I wish we had the depth at left back at the moment. Because really, we don't have any depth at left back at the moment. We have João Cancelo, and then we could flex Laporta out there if need be. Yeah, we could flex Laporta out left if need be, and play John Stones and Ruben Diaz in a partnership, but it's real dicey doing that because we need the support there because, again, we only have one choice, and it's João Cancelo. He's pretty young. He's in the prime of his career. He's 28. He's got plenty of time. But we need the players. At the end of the day, and Chelsea kind of coming in and taking him. I'm not gonna lie, not a fan of that, but we're trying. We're fucking trying out here. And again, we've lost a lot of players. Losing Zinchenko, losing Sterling, losing Fernandinho to age, right? We've lost a lot. Benjamin Mendy, we wouldn't have this problem if Benjamin Mendy wasn't a fucking criminal, but neither here nor there. Zach Steffen we've lost a lot of guys. And I hope we can get them back. I hope we can get Crusella, but it looks slim. Looks like Chelsea's got the business done with Brighton. And I wish Mark Crusella the best. Chelsea also keeping Cesar Azpilicueta. I cannot pronounce his name. Holy Jesus. It looks like, and they got Koulibaly. They got Koulibaly. They may have lost out on Jules Koundé to Barcelona, but their defensive worries are, a back four of Reece James, Koulibaly, Caesar's playing up the middle now, or Koulibaly, Thiago Silva, Caesar out left. You could play Crucella in a wing back position. You could play him if Thiago needs his rest or gets hurt because he's fucking like 36. You can run those lineups, right? And be fine. And Renato Sanchez, getting taken and signed from Lille from the PSG. I think it's a solid def signing for PSG. I think Renato Sanchez has successfully saved his career, which I'm very impressed by. Actually, I'm crazy impressed by him saving his career like that. I gotta give credit to it because it looked like it was kind of dead on the ground for a second there. City getting Calvin Phillips is basically the Fernandinho replacement. I mean, it's going to be hard for him to... I mean, he's going to find time. He can also probably be played out left like we did with Fernandinho, even though that was a fucking mistake. As well. And again, we're also thin on right back because I don't know shit. I don't know who the fucker is behind Kyle Walker, but we ain't got shit behind Kyle Walker. And we're gonna have to figure that out in January. If Kyle Walker gets hurt, we're fucked. Like we are. We're not playing John Stones out there. That's for fucking sure. But that kind of wraps it up. I think I like the I initially did not like the Lissandro business. Well, I did like it, but now I don't really mind it. The Lissandro Martinez business to Man U, I think it's a good business. I think he's a solid center back. I think he'll have great success there. Roma getting Dybala, Wijnaldum, players like that. I think that sneaky bastard Jose might be making a run at the fucking chip. Roma finished Roma might only, if I'm not mistaken, Roma finished in Champions League play, if I'm not mistaken. No, did they just miss it? I gotta remember because I have forgotten. Unless this is for next season. That bastard Jose might be making a run for the... Yeah, so they finished with the Europa League spot. That bastard Jose is making a run for the Scudetto this year. As he should. I think he has a chance. I really, really do. I think Roma has a chance this year. I really do. And I'll say the reason why in a second. I think their roster's gotten a lot better in between the seasons. They've gone Mkhitaryan, Nemanja Matic, Justin Kluivert's coming back, Dybala. The Wijnaldum business isn't official yet, but I think it'll go through. To be fair, I think I said that about the Caesar Aspileta business, and it did not go. They're still in talks for Wilfred Zaha. I'm not really a fan of that, but they can use him. Wilfred Zaha doesn't belong to be trapped in Crystal Palace anymore. But at the end of the day, the Premier League kicks off this Sunday, actually. Or maybe earlier, I'm not mistaken. I am mistaken, but I do want to look at what teams, who is going to be playing, and make a quick prediction before I log off today from this very haphazard-ass show that I realize I just put together. But who cares? Go to scores real quick, and we're going to just look up Premier League. So tomorrow, Crystal Palace and Arsenal will be playing at 3. That's the game that kicks off the year. I think Arsenal's got that one in the bag. Just going to say that right there. I think we're going to get a debut goal from Jesus, maybe. Then Saturday, Liverpool v Fulham. God bless you, Fulham. Bournemouth v Villa. Villa. Leeds v Wolves. This happening in the Leeds. I'm still go Wolves. I'll just take the favorite. I think Nottingham will come up with a win week 1. Their triumphant game back in the Prem. Tottenham will beat Southampton. Chelsea will take good care of Everton. Actually, Bournemouth Villa is going to win. I think Leeds and Wolves will play to a draw. And Chelsea, yeah, and I like the other ones. Man City and West Ham. Man City will beat West Ham, hopefully. Leicester and Brentford will play to a good draw. Man U will win that game for sure. That's just a quick week 1 of the Prem. But hopefully I'll be on here more. Work's busy, all that. Not here to talk about my personal life, all that nonsense. But hey, we were talking about sports into the void that is YouTube very sloppily with no real polish because I don't really like the polish of sports talk sometimes. It's also because I'm a little lazy, sure. But sports talk's a bit too many talking points. Even though I just did kind of bullshit for a while. I didn't really hit you with any advanced statistics or anything this time. But I'm really just here to voice my opinions on the teams I like and storylines around the leagues that I like to follow. So that's all I got for y'all today. It's been PJ with the Poverty Franchise Podcast signing off tonight.